Welcome back to One Consciousness. I'm recording this on the day of the eclipse, 8th of April 2024, but it was actually given to me on the 4th of April. So much is happening that it's hard to work out exactly what to say in this video. How much of our own personal work together with the animals is relevant for everyone listening in, or do we keep it more general at this point? These are mainly introductory videos we are recording so far. I'm going to feel my way through the transmission and hope for the best. If there is anything else you would like to know, then do leave a comment below and we will try to cover those topics in later videos. So, how are you feeling today on the day of the eclipse? As we're recording this now, the eclipse has only just happened about 10-15 minutes ago. So many have told me they are feeling a sense of excitement, nervous excitement, feeling something big is about to happen. There is so much expectation filling the air at the moment. There is also so much hype on social media. But the animals are encouraging us to stay centered in our own being and feel into how the experience is for us, as it will be unique for us all, although we may experience similar sensations. In the last video, there was a marked difference in the energies the animals were showing me from previous videos. Lighter, so much lighter energies were enabling us to rise above the 3D chaos and feel the freedom and connection to the oneness in that space as we learn to create in this new environment. The distractions of the 3D felt almost overwhelming, and they may well become more so over the coming months. What I was hearing this week from one of my animals is the power of the divine tool is here. In my case, she was referring to working with clear quartz and receiving long shafts of white light through it and into my body. The white light here is holding a great deal of information and divine power. This light contains light codes of information. We are all receiving upgrades at this time and for some time to come. It will happen whether you consciously tune into its effects or not. But with the animal's guidance, you will be able to feel its impact in your being and track its movement. All with the aim of creating more awareness and increasing your consciousness. Where can you see it traveling in your body? And how are you seeing it manifest in there? It can be incredibly fascinating to observe all of the movement of these light codes as they fill your body. How would you translate her words, though? The power of the divine tool is here. You may use a divine tool yourself, and these are traditionally crystals and cards, etc. I suspect here, though, and what resonates the most with me, is that she is referring to the divine light filling our bodies and carrying the light codes. That is where the power of this particular divine tool is coming in. She then went on to say, these are the times that are going to prove inestimable. We have been limited before in what we can achieve. The veil now feels so thin between the dimensions, if not non-existent. Vast resources are being downloaded to us, skills, wisdom, knowing, and so much more that we have never been able to access before. This is where animals and nature can help us further to guide us in our understanding of the new roles that many of us will be undertaking. Feel into your heart and soul, and the rich resources available to you will become clear over the coming times. Our souls are going through a massive awakening. One of my horses refers to the large part of our souls having been dormant because they needed to be. The hour has been reached now, even though we are still in the birthing canal. The hour has been reached whereby you will be able to feel the changes happening in your body palpably. Where are you feeling the excitement of it all? What are you feeling? This is also important. The world is going to be changing very fast now, she says. Rise to this. Rise like you have never risen before. And my horse keeps repeating, rise. This is for everyone, it feels. Our call to action is here. This is for everyone. Rising up, also referring to feeling into the lighter energies and rising up out of the 3D. The timelines of all the previous civilizations seem to be collapsing in together and collapsing in on themselves, she says. There's a feeling of the vast array of civilizations, variety, diversity. They have all had their day. Collapsing into one time frame, longer than all the others, where the denser air becomes pure, which is a metaphor. This is the holiest of times. We have been kept veiled from the divine end of the universe for so long, and now we will have much easier access. We will be able to converse as easily as if we were walking along the road talking to a friend, in the way we normally have done up until now. The airwaves are wider, longer, more accessible. Our senses are going to develop in ways, she says, that I don't know how to describe currently. The senses will help us to understand how we commune with the rest of the species on Earth. We will be able to be aware of how the trees communicate with each other. We will be aware of their energetic flow before us, even if we aren't yet able to always tune in to their meaning and essence. This isn't going to all happen overnight. We won't suddenly wake up one morning and find that everything has changed. It is all accelerating, though, very quickly. But still, we need to physically adjust and open our senses out fully. The number of our senses will increase considerably. By communing regularly with animals and nature, they will be able to help show us what all of these are and how they function. If this all happens too quickly, we have gone into sensory overload to date. This will change the future. We will be sharing our planet or universe openly with so many beings, and in truth, we probably do already. But this change now will make us aware of all the beings in our midst. We will be sharing our lives with them. One of my horses repeating again and again, rise up. You may be able to feel your body pulsating. There may be many chemical reactions happening in your body as it is being activated. The preparation for the birth, the activation for the birth. Apocalyptic is the way one of my horses described several years ago what would be happening now. That sounded biblical and horrifying at the time, although she delivered the news very calmly. The information has now come to light, suggesting from the Greek that the word apocalyptic means the uncovering, take the cover off. In other words, unveiling, a revelation, all of which we are in the process of now. We've recently mentioned about soul tribes, not necessarily being human. They can be animals, trees, many other species, and also inanimate objects in nature. Our soul tribes, they are now showing, are working with us from behind the scenes. Our ancestors are animals who transitioned. They are all gathering to help us and guide us. Who are you feeling around you at this time? Who has come to help guide you? Be with them. Despite all the excitement during this eclipse season, they are asking us to keep calm, to be centered in our beings, and smile. Feel the vibration of your smile lift you. Energetically, we want and need to be lifted now to a higher frequency. Instantly, this happens when you meditate and tune into your animals and your soul tribes. And smile. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like, share, and subscribe.